Welcome to this 40-minute full body mat Pilates workout. As you move your body with me, I highly recommend that you tune into your body. So please note that you can adjust and amend anything according to what you are needing today, meaning if you need to take a little breaks or adjust the movement, please feel free to do that. All you need for this movement is yourself and a mat. So once you're ready, let's get started in a child's pose position. We're going to start in a child's pose. So just coming towards the back of your mat. We want to sit on our heels. Knees can be nice and wide. And then just reach your hands forward, dropping your forehead towards the mat. From here, let's just connect to our breath. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale through our nose. Feeling your rib cage expand. And then just maybe an exhale, just sigh it out your mouth. Another inhale through your nose, feeling your rib cage expand. And then just an exhale to release it back out. Just finding your own rhythm of your breath here. Just maybe beginning to observe the flow of the breath as you take your inhale through your nose. And then as you just release the exhale back out. Just seeing if you can maybe find a moment of stillness before we begin to move here. Just using your breath to see if you can connect a little bit more deeper into your body. Then once you're ready, we're going to move forward into a 4-point kneeling position. So we want to bring our hands, our wrists in line with our shoulders, and then our knees are stacked in line with the hip. From here, we're just going to take a few cat-cows. So as we inhale, we're going to lower the spine, head gazes forward. And then as we exhale, round through the spine, bring your chin towards your chest. Inhale as we lower, head gazes forward. And then exhale as we round, bringing your chin towards your chest, cat-cow. So again, trying to be intentional with your breath here as you move through this flexion and extension of your spine. Just seeing if you can become aware of how your spine may feel today. Knowing that you can always use your breath to maybe release a bit of that tension through your spine. Or see if you can open a little bit more through your chest and through your back. We're going to take another 5 seconds here, then we'll find a neutral position. So our spine will become flat in a neutral spine. Last 3, last 2, and 1. Find your neutral spine, so back is flat. As we inhale, we're going to extend our left leg out behind us and then also reach your right hand out in front of you. Both your finger and your feet are facing or touching the ground. As we inhale, we're going to lift the leg and hand up in line with our hip and then exhale to lower back down. So inhale as we lift and then exhale as we lower back down. So we're starting to work in a 2-point balance here. So you may start to notice your core engaged straight away here. So we want to think about drawing our belly button to spine as we start to move through this lift and lower. And you may also start to notice that your torso may want to roll a little bit more towards the right side. The aim here is to see if you can stay nice and centered through your torso so it's parallel towards the mat underneath you. Finding lots of length through the body here. Inhale as we lift and then exhale as we lower. We'll take another 5 seconds here, then I want you to hold that arm and leg lifted. So in 4, meet with your arm and leg lifted. Last 3, 2, and 1. one. From here, we're gonna add a curl. So as we inhale, bring your right elbow in towards your left knee as you round through the spine. Exhale, stretch your arms and leg back out, and then lower to start again. So inhale as we lift. Exhale as we round through the spine, bringing that right elbow in towards your knee. Exhale, extend it back out, and then lower to start again. Beautiful. So now just adding kind of like an extension through the spine, nice little cat position. And again, it's going to challenge your balance here. So keep drawing that belly button to spine as you work through the position. Keeping that core nice and engaged. Inhale as we lift. Exhale as we round. Extend it back out, and then lower to start again. Let's take another maybe 5 seconds here. Then we're just going to work those curls continuously. So in 3, meet me with your arm and leg extended back out. In 2, just those curls. And last one, let's go. Inhale as we bring that right elbow towards the knee. Exhale as we extend it back out. Using your breath. Inhale to bend. Exhale as we stretch. Beautiful. We've got another 5 seconds like this, and I want you to hold the arm and leg extended out. Last 3, last 2, and last one. Lengthening through those hands and your feet. Can you give me little pulses with that left leg? Little pulses up and down. Beautiful. We've got another 5 here. Our hand and arm can drop. Last 4, 3, 2, and last one. Great job. From here, stay exactly where you are. Just pivot the right foot now so it's facing parallel towards the mat. The left foot can shoot down on the floor, and then we're going to bring our hands towards the temples. Pushing the hips forward, so drawing that belly button to spine. We're going to find a lateral flexion. So as we inhale, you're going to lean over towards the right side, and then as we exhale, pull yourself back to center. So inhale, lengthening the crown of your head out towards the right side of the mat, and then exhale, draw it back to center. So in these lateral flexions, we're not only challenging our obliques, so definitely the whole left side of your body should be working here, but we're also thinking about really lengthening through the spine. So you want to imagine someone's got the crown of your head and they're pulling your head out towards the right side of the mat. Beautiful. So inhale as we lower. Exhale as you lift. If you want to deepen the stretch, the next time you find your lateral extension, hold it there. We're going to inhale, extend the left hand out, pull it back towards your temples, and then stand it back up. So inhale, lateral flexion. Hold it there as you extend that left hand out, bring that hand back in, and then draw yourself back up. So now as we work that arm extension, you should feel the deeper stretch happening and engagement through the left side of those obliques. They should be nice and warm by now. Just using your breath, allowing your breath to help you as you move here. Lots of lengthening through the side body here. All right, we're going to take another 5 seconds, and I want you to hold that lateral flexion, so your side bend. We're just going to work those arm openings continuously. So last 3, 2, and 1. Hold your lateral flexion. Let's just work that left arm. Inhale as we extend, exhale, pull it back in. Use your breath here. We've got another 5 seconds. Then our right hand can come down on our mat. Last 4, last 3, last 2, and last 1. Beautiful. Drop your right hand down on the mat. Just stay exactly where you are in this nice little extension. Just breathing into your side body here. Then from here, as we inhale, we're going to lift our left leg up so it's in line with the hip. As we inhale, we're going to bring our left elbow towards the knee, and then exhale, extend it back out. So inhale as we bend, and then exhale as we extend. So as we work these extensions again, we're going to still feel that whole left side of our core really engaging here. And again, our right shoulder is also stabilizing us underneath. So imagine you're pressing yourself away from the mat here. If you would like to deepen this, the next time you find that extension, I want you to pulse your left leg up twice and then bend it back into start. So inhale as we bend, exhale as you extend, go for those 2 little pulses and then start again. Woo! So now we're going to add in that glute engagement a little bit more here, just using your breath. We've got another 5 seconds. Then we're just going to hold the arm and leg extended. We're going to finish off with those little pulses. So in 3, meet me with your arm and leg extended. Last 2. And last 1. Let's go hold that arm and leg. Little pulses up and down here. Nice, guys. We've got the last 5 here. Then we get to move into a little stretch. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Keep your legs where they are. Just sit back on your right foot. Let's maybe reach your arms forward. Just drop your forehead down, kind of like a modified child's pose here. Just see if you can connect back to your breath. Find a little bit more length through your breath. Taking any movement you need here, if it feels more comfortable in a certain spot, just take anything that you need. Walking your hands maybe a little bit closer towards your left foot. All right, then once you're ready, we want to come back to bringing our knees together, and we want to come to lay on our side, bringing our right forearm down on the mat. So as we bring the right forearm down, we want to make sure it's stacked in line with our shoulder. And then also from here, stack your knees together and the hips. So we want to think about pressing away from the mat. So now the whole right side of your core should be engaged, as well as the right shoulder. From here, as we exhale, we're going to find a side plank. So lift those hips up and then inhale to lower back down. So exhale as you lift and then inhale as you lower. So the movement will be quite small to start here, but again, we're building a lot of strength and stability through the right shoulder and the whole right side of our body. So the longer we stay here, the more those muscles are going to be working. Let's now add in a rotation. So the next time we lift those hips, inhale, reach your left hand to the ceiling. Exhale, thread it underneath your body. Try to look underneath you. Lift it back up and then lower to start again. So exhale as you lift those hips. Hold it there as you find that nice big rotation. Try to look behind you. Lift that hand back up and then lower to start again. Beautiful. Exhale as you lift. Find that nice big rotation. So now you're going to feel the intensity building through that right shoulder. Again, just pressing yourself away from that mat. If you'd like to progress here, you can also add in a top leg extension. So the left leg will extend out. Hold it there as you work that hip lift. So now you're going to see there's less weight for us to use, so less support. So it's going to challenge the core a little bit more here. So exhale as you lift, big rotation. Or if you would like a further challenge, maybe try this in a full plank position. So maybe you want to stack your feet on top of each other and then doing the same thing, you're just going to lift those hips up and then find your rotation there. So obviously this is going to work 10 times harder for those shoulders. So just choosing the version you want to stay with here. We've got another 5 seconds. Then we're just going to work those rotations continuously. So in 3, meet me with your hips lifted. Last 2, just those rotations. And last 1, let's go. Keep those hips lifted. Find those nice big rotations here. Using your breath, we've got another 5 seconds here. Then we're going to work some C curves in 3, last 2, and last 1. Great job. Lower back down. You now want to sit on your bottom, so reach your feet out in front of you. And then we want to reach our hands out in front of us. All right. Think about lengthening through your spine. We're going to find our C curve. So as we inhale, we're first going to tuck the tailbone under, roll the spine about halfway back. And then as we exhale, lengthen and roll the spine back up. So inhale as you roll back. Feel that core engage. And then exhale to roll back up. Using your breath, so inhale as you roll back. And then exhale as you come up. Beautiful. Then from here, we're going to add in some Russian twist. So the next time you roll back, bring your hands to chest. Let's rotate over from the right side to the left side. Let's go 4 Russian twist. And then roll and lengthen the spine back up. So inhale as we roll back. Find those 4 Russian twist. See if you can rotate all the way from the right to the left side. And then lengthen the spine back up. Beautiful. So now you're going to really start to notice the side of your core again. Those obliques really fire up here. Again, using your breath to help you. Woo! That core should feel nice and warm now. And of course, if you want to make this more challenging, you can either try this with one leg lifted in tabletop position, swapping every time you do those Russian twist, or maybe go both legs to tabletop, so gluing knees and ankles together, and then hold it there as you work the Russian twist. All right, we've got the last 5 seconds. Then we're just going to work those Russian twists continuously. So in 4, meet me back in your C curve. Last 3, just a Russian twist in 2. And last 1, let's go big rotation from right to left side. Using your breath here, we've got another 10 seconds. Then we're going to work some squats. You've got it. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Great job. Bring your knees to chest. You want to cross your feet over. Meet me up in a standing position. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. We're going to find our squat here. So as we inhale, you're going to drop your bottom down, bending the knees, and then exhale as we stand up, squeezing the glutes. So inhale as we lower, find your squat, and then exhale as we stand. So making sure we're pressing our bottom back so those knees are tracking over the big toes. Now going to start to notice our thighs working here. Give that core a little break. All right, then the next time we stand, I want you to reach your hands up to the ceiling, maybe rise onto your toes, lower the heels down, and then go again. So you have 1 squat, and then rise onto your toes as you reach your fingertips to the ceiling, and then go again. So we're finding a little bit more of a balance here, really trying to control through the ankles. So 1 squat, and then 1 calf raise. If you want to try a nice little back extension here, maybe lift the gaze up to the sky. It's going to test out your balance. Might feel a little bit more wobbly. Woo! Then from here, let's also add a pulse at the bottom. So next time you squat, go for a little pulse. And then as you stand, rise on up. Beautiful. A little pulse as we stand. And then rise on up. Just connecting to your breath here. Inhale as we bend. Exhale as we stretch. Woo! Now the body should be feeling nice and warm. All right, we got another 10 seconds here. Then we're just gonna hold our squat and we're just gonna finish off with those little pulses up and down. So in 3, meet me in your squat, pulsing those legs in 2, and last one, let's go. Little pulses up and down here. See if you can use your breath because we've got another 8 seconds. Then we're gonna move into some mountain climbers. You got the last 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Stretch those legs, maybe shake those legs out a little bit. Woo! All right, once you're ready, bring your hands back on the mat. You want to press yourself out to a plank position. So pressing your hands away from the mat. Hips are pressed down, so belly button to spine. As we inhale, we're going to bend our knees, bring your chest towards your legs, and then exhale, shoot forward. So inhale as we bend, exhale as we stretch. So as we work in this position, you want to think about bringing your chest towards your thighs. So as we work this position, you're definitely still going to notice maybe your quads working here, but it's also a lot for our core and shoulders because we're stabilizing ourselves in the plank position. So it is quite strong. So please know at any moment you need to rest, please drop your knees down. Otherwise from here, let's add in our mountain climbers. The next time you find your plank, draw one knee towards your opposite elbow, then the other, and then go again. So bend knees, find that plank, 2 mountain climbers. Bring your knee towards the opposite elbow. Woo! Again, those obliques are going to be nice and warm. Theme of today. Using your breath. And again, this movement can do the movement at your own pace. So if you need to take little breaks, take little breaks. If you need to deepen your breath, highly recommend deepening the breath. Because as you can see now, woo, that heart rate's coming up, even though the movement is quite simple. That's what I love about planks. It doesn't have to be crazy high intensity in order to get the heart rate up. You can be doing planks and it automatically challenges the body so much as that core is switched on and those shoulders are going to burn. All right, give me another 10 seconds here. Then we're just going to finish with those mountain climbers. So in 5, meet me back out in your plank position. You got it. Last 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Just those mountain climbers. Woo! Use your breath here. We've got another 10 seconds. Then we're moving into a plank hold. You've got it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Great job. Maybe just take a moment in your child's pose. See if you can just allow your heart rate to slow down a bit. Woo! Catch your breath because then we're going to move into a plank hold. So you have an option here. You can either do the plank hold on your forearms or stay just like how we were on our hands, okay? So once you're ready, let's go to our plank hold. So either forearms or on your wrist. All right, let's go. Timer's on in 3, 2, and last 1. All right, beautiful. From here, we want to think about pressing our body away from the mat. So shoulders are engaged, drawing that belly button to spine. If you need to modify this at any moment, please know your knees can come to rest down if you need that modification. Otherwise, see if you can lengthen in through your breath here. Allow your heart rate to slow down, even though the position's quite challenging here. We've got another 30 seconds to go, using your breath. Looking really strong. All right, last 15. Got the last 10. Here we go. Use your breath here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Drop those knees down. Again, if you need a nice little child's pose rest, just take a moment. Catching your breath. Woo. Then once you're ready, we're going to turn to lay on our back. So as you lay down, make sure your heels are in line with the knees. Hands just beside the body, palms are facing down. We're going to start with the glute bridge. So as we exhale, press your heels into the mat. We're going to squeeze the glutes as you lift the hips all the way up to the sky. And then as we inhale, slowly tuck the tailbone under, roll the spine back down on the mat. So exhale as you squeeze the glutes, lift those hips up nice and high. Find your hip bridge and then slowly roll the spine back down. So as we work this bridge, it's really important we're digging the heels down into the mat. This is going to help us engage all the way through the back of our legs and our glutes as well. Doing really well. If you would like to challenge your balance here, you are always welcome to hold your hands up to the sky. So you're not using your hands as support. You're just isolating the hamstrings. So that's optional if you would like to take that. Again, just see how you need to move today. Then from here, the next time we lift up, can we inhale, lift our heels off the mat, lower the heels back down, and then lower the spine down. So exhale as we lift. Inhale, lift those heels nice and high, lower the heels, and then lower the spine back down. So now we've got one hip bridge, and then one calf raise again. Beautiful. Challenging now the entire back posterior chain of our body. If you still want a bit more here, after that heel raise, lower the heels. Maybe go for an extra pulse of those legs before you roll the spine down. Ooh, really challenging those hamstrings now. So exhale as you lift. Find your calf raise. And then maybe go for that little pulse before you roll back down. Beautiful. Exhale as you lift. Connect to your breath. Lift those heels and then little pulses. We got another 10 seconds like this. Then we're just going to finish with our heel raises and then those pulses to finish. So in 3, lift your hips up. Last 2, working those calf raises. And last one, let's go inhale as you lift the heels. Exhale to lower back down. Try to keep your hips lifted up nice and high here. We've got another 5 seconds, then we want to lower the heels back down. In 4, we're going to finish with those little pulses. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. Let's go little pulses of those hips. Really squeeze those hips up nice and high for the last 5. We're going to work our C curve in 4. Last 3, 2, and last 1. Great job. Maybe bring your knees towards your chest. Give it a nice little hug. Just release out through your back. If you need to take any movement here, maybe a nice movement is circle of the knees as well. So circling, going outwards, just releasing the tension from your hip. Otherwise, in 5, I want you to plant your feet back on the floor. In 4, we're going to work our C curves again. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. So plant your feet back down. I want you to lift yourself all the way back up to a seated position. All right, then from here we want to, so make sure your feet are firmly planted. We want to reach our hands out in front of us. Let's start with our C curve again. So as we inhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone under, roll the spine about halfway back. And then as we exhale, lift and lengthen the spine back up. So inhale as we lower. Feel your core engage as you roll back, and then exhale as you lift back up. Beautiful. Inhale to lower. Exhale as we lift. Then from here, let's start to add in those Russian twist again. So next time you find your C curve, bring your hands to chest. We've got those 4 big rotations, moving from the left side to the right side. Then come back to center as you lengthen the spine back up. So first find that C curve, hold it there as you work your 4 Russian twist, and then roll the spine back up. Beautiful. Using your breath here, again, we're going to really start to notice the side of our core really fire up here. And again, if you want to make this harder, maybe lift one or both legs to tabletop. So again, you just tune into your body, see what you want. Because we've got another 10 seconds like this, and we're just going to hold our C curve, and we're just going to work those Russian twists to finish it off. So in 4, meet me back in your C curve. Last 3, 2, and last 1. Let's go, hold that C curve. Just working your big Russian twist, rotating from side to side. Use your breath here because we've got another 5. Then we're going to work those side planks. Last 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Great job. Maybe just release out those legs. Woo. All right, once you're ready, we're going to turn towards the side of our mat, bringing the left forearm down. And then we want to begin just by stacking our knees on top of each other. So make sure you feel quite comfortable here. Thinking about, again, pressing that left arm away from the mat, and as well the left whole side of your body. Once you're ready, we're going to exhale, lift those hips up, find your side plank, and then inhale to lower back down. So exhale as we lift. This is our modified side plank, and then lower back down. So again, this may start to feel a bit gentle to begin, but you may also start to notice your left shoulder and the whole left side of your core working, those obliques. So once you're ready, let's also add that rotation. So next time you lift, we're going to inhale, lift that right hand up, rotate it underneath you, try to look behind, lift it back up, and then lower those hips to start again. So exhale as you lift, find that nice big rotation, and then lower the hips back down. So now we're challenging the stability of the left shoulder further here. But again, if you want that further challenge, option 1 is extend that right leg out. You're going to keep the leg extended as we work these rotations. So challenging that balance a little bit more. Woo! Or you can go for that full side plank if you want to really challenge the position. So you just stay again at the level that feels best for your body. There's no right or wrong, just what's best for your body to do. Exhale as we lift. All right, we've got another 5 seconds like this. Then we're just gonna hold your hips lifted and we're gonna finish with those rotations. Last 3, 2, and last 1. Let's go. Keep your hips lifted. Just those nice big rotations. We've got another 5 seconds here. You've got it. Then we're working our obliques again in 4. Last 3, 2, and last 1. Woo, maybe just roll out that shoulder slightly. Okay, from here, you want to bring your left knee to bend. Right leg extends out beside you, and then maybe let's just find that child's pose stretch again. So lower your head down here. Just take a moment to catch your breath. Or maybe you want to walk your hands slightly closer towards the right leg. Open up that hip a little bit more. Just seeing what you need. Then in 5, I want you to lift the hips up. We're going to work those lateral flexions. Last 3, 2, and last 1. So keep the legs where they were, just lift your hips up. So now your hips are in line with your knee. And then we want to pop, we want to bring our hands towards our temples to start. So elbows are nice and wide. As we inhale, let's find that lateral flexion. So tilting over towards the left side now, and then exhale, lift back up to the center. So inhale as we lengthen, and then exhale up back to the center. So again, now we're working the right side of our core. So you should feel a nice big stretch, but it's also going to really feel nice and warm as well. So imagining someone's got like the crown of your head and they're lengthening your head out towards the back of your mat. Then if you want to deepen this, the next time you find your lateral flexion, we're going to inhale, reach the right hand up overhead, pull it back to your temple, and then rise on up. So inhale, lateral flexion, extend that right hand all the way out, pull it back in, and then lift up. Woo, now you're going to start to really notice that deeper side stretch and engagement through that core. Should feel really good. All right, we got the last 10 seconds like this. Then we're just going to hold that lateral flexion and we're going to finish with those arm extensions. Last 3, we're going to hold that lateral flexion. Last 2, and last 1, hold your lateral flexion. Inhale, reach your right hand out and then just pull it back towards your temple. So we have another 8 seconds like this and we're going to finish off placing your left hand down on the mat. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. Great job. Left hand can just come down. Maybe reach your right hand up overhead. Nice little side stretch through the body. Just breathing in here. Woo. All right, then once you're ready, we're now going to lift the right leg up. So now it's in line with the hip. As we inhale, we're going to bring our right elbow towards the knee. And then exhale, stretch the arm and leg back out. So inhale as we bend, and then exhale as we stretch. So again, we're thinking about lots of lengthening through the spine still here. But now you're going to notice a bit more intensity building through now that left shoulder. So if you would like to add on here, the next time you extend that leg out, maybe go for that little pulse up and down and then bend it back in. So inhale as we bend, extend, and then little pulse up and down. Alrighty, good job. We got another 10 seconds like this. Then we're going to hold the arm and leg extender. We're just going to finish off with those little pulses up and down. So in 5, keep the arm and leg extended. Last 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Hold it out. Little pulses up and down here. You got another 5. We're going to turn towards the left side of our mat. In 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Great job. Drop the knee down. Let's just turn towards the left side of our mat. So maybe restack your knees in line with the hip. Hands replant down on the mat. All right, last little exercise here. So this time we're going to extend our right leg out behind us, and then the left hand's going to come in front. All right, think about drawing your belly button to spine here. So as we inhale, we lift the leg and arm up, and then exhale to lower back down. So as we inhale, we're lifting that leg, and then exhale as we lower. So again, we want to think about really lengthening through the spine here as we start. Drawing your belly button to spine. Then in 5, keep those leg and arm lifted. We're going to add in those curls. Last 3, 2, and 1. So as we inhale, bring your left knee towards your knee. Try to round through the spine. Exhale, lengthen back out. Lower to start again. Inhale as we lift. Exhale, big round. Extend back out. Lower to start again. Woo! 2-point balance is really a challenge for our core here and also for that right shoulder. So lots of engagement through the entire body in this whole sequence. Then in 5, I want you to keep the arm and leg straight. In 4, we're just going to work those curls continuously. Last 3, last 2, and 1. Inhale as we curl, exhale as we lengthen. Use your breath here. In 3, I want you to keep arm and legs extended. We'll finish off with little pulses. Last 2. And last 1. Let's go little pulses to finish it off. In 5, meet me back in a child's pose. Last 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Great job. Maybe bring your bottom back towards your knees. Just sinking back forward down, bringing your forehead towards the mat. Just connect to your breath again. Just allowing that heart rate to come down. So maybe taking a nice inhale through that nose again. Feeling your belly press up against your knees. And then just an exhale to release it all out. Another inhale. And exhale. Please take any time as long as you need here, taking the time that you need to cool down your body, maybe taking any other stretches that you need. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.